What's up, beautiful family? How are you guys doing today? I hope you all are doing great. You're welcome once again to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the easiest way in which you can associate yourself with the locals here in the motherland. Because moving to the motherland is a good thing, but associating yourself with the locals is very, very important because it is going to really help you as a new person that you are just moving into the continent. So that is what I'm going to be telling you today in this video. Now, if you're just coming new to the channel, my name is Nelson. I am your brother from Africa, Cameroon to be precise. And the main aim of this channel is to provide useful information as much as possible to our African diasporan family who wants to make their way to the continent. All right, even to our African diasporan family who have not yet planned to come to the continent but wants to know more about the continent or wants to know information about the continent. So that is the aim of this channel. You can read it in the video description. Okay, now firstly, what is the importance of you to associate yourself with the locals when you get to the continent? The first thing that I want you all to understand is the locals. If you associate yourself with the locals, you are going to be protected from scammers and many other things that I've heard some of our African diasporan brothers and sisters are complaining. All right, because you are just new into the country that you are planning to go or into the country that you are right now. So the best option for you to do, like I've also been saying it in my other videos, that you need to look for somebody that you can trust. All right, and particularly that person must be a local. That person must know the terrain and how to do things, and that is the kind of person that you need to associate yourself with. So now let us talk about how you can easily associate yourself with the locals. Now, there is a language called the Pidgin English language. This language is widely spoken in most of the countries that speaks English, most of the African countries that speaks English. The language is being spoken in Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana. I'm not sure if Kenya, I don't really know if Kenya also has the Pidgin English language, but these countries that I've just listed are speaking this language, and some other countries in West Africa. Now, this language is derived from English itself. That is why it is going to be easier for you all to learn the language, because I can say it is a broken English. All right, because if you listen to the language, the words that are in the language, 80% of the words are English words, but it's just a little bit different because our ancestors created this Pidgin English language since as they were being forced to speak the English language, since as they were not native English speakers. So they now look for a means in which they can speak the language easily in a manner in which they could understand themselves. So that is how the Pidgin English was born. The reason why I strongly recommend that you should try every possible means to learn this language when you want to come to the continent or when you get to the continent is because it is really going to help you to understand what is happening around you and to also help you to know what people are saying, be it good or bad. Now, you might ask me, but they are speaking English, so what is the need for me in learning this Pidgin English? I am speaking English to you right now because I know that English is the language that you all understand. But if I go out there with the locals, like if I go and meet some of my friends, we hardly speak English language. We mostly switch to the Pidgin English because that is a general language. It is like a general language that most Africans understand. Now, you all need to understand that we have many tribes. Like, let me just say Cameroon, for example. We have about 280 tribes that makes up this country. And each of us are coming from our various tribes with our own different languages, which it can be difficult for us to understand each other. So now the Pidgin English now is like a general language that we all understand. So be it what, we must speak this language if we want to communicate to one another, except I might be talking to somebody that is from my tribe that I can speak my real native language. But if I am talking to a friend of mine that is not from my tribe, we must be forced to speak the Pidgin English because that is a language that makes us to understand each other more better. It's like a universal language. So either we speak the Pidgin English language or we speak the English itself. But most of the cases, we mostly speak the Pidgin English language. So that is why I strongly recommend the Pidgin English language to you all in the diaspora that wants to come to the continent. You really need to start learning this language and how to speak it. It's not only going to help you to communicate easily with the locals, but you are also going to know what is going on around you or what people are planning to do. Because let me say you are in the continent and you are discussing with the locals in English. All right. Now, when the locals will want to speak to another local, they are not going to speak but in that English language. They are mostly going to speak but in Pidgin English. So that is the point. That is why I strongly recommend that you should learn this language. It's really going to help you. If you have an African friend, you can ask that African friend of yours, and he or she is going to testify to what I am saying or to what I am telling you right now. So that is the main topic that I said let me share with you guys today in this video. So please, if you're just coming to the channel, I really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button and join the family, and to also turn on the notification bell. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about some of the limitations or some of the things that you might face when you come to the continent. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel and to also stay tuned as I'm about to drop the next video. So stay safe, everyone.